Wait, Twitch is trying to sneak into the base, trying to take the Nexus. These guys are going for the force onto this Nexus. There's basically no HP on the Nexus. Talon is ulting, he's going to try and go for this as well. They're doing everything they can to stop the keepers. Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another Bronze Spectates. We are really getting into the groove with this series again. Getting it way more regularly than we used to, because I know you guys really fucking love this series. And I've kind of slacked on it because it took so much effort before. Last episode I said I want some new regions to spectate. I was getting like, doing a lot of Korea, doing a lot of EU West, doing a lot of NA, but there was no other regions that we're really touching on. However, went to my inbox at RossBoomsocks replay at gmail.com, which you can send your replays to, your ROFL files, if you want to get a spectate out. Just give me like a brief description. And what did I find near the top of the pile? It was someone who had generously given a replay for OCE, and this is, I think this is mid to low bronze, alright? So we got, let's have a look at the people on the team here. I think it was like bronze 4, bronze 3, bronze 4. We got like a couple of bronze 2s. So it's pretty low bronze, right? We're pretty deep in OCE. OCE is fairly well known as like being like one of the worst regions, which is kind of sad. But we'll see if that's true. But we can safely strike OCE off the list of like regions that we've actually hit. We still got like Turkey, we still got Russia, LAS, LAN, all that kind of stuff. But nevertheless, I'm actually surprised. This is a really low elo game, but I'm not seeing any like strange picks. Okay, maybe the strangest thing we got on this team is the Malphite support on red side and the Veigar support on blue side. So those are probably the two strangest ones. Twitch, he doesn't give a fuck about helping leash for Jax, alright? This boy has got other priorities. He's getting that early level 2. He's probably going to hit level 2 very quickly, which might actually be a good thing to help kind of dominate that cog. He walks into lane, immediately gets out-traded by cog though, so it might end up not benefiting too well for him. The level 6 bot lane is going to be a little bit strange, right? The unstoppable force from Malphite. On top of that though, the primordial burst, the ulti from Veigar is going to be kind of disgusting. We got Talon mid, really strong pick. I really dislike Talon. If you ever watch me stream, which you should definitely follow me on twitch.tv/RossBoomsocks. If I ever have a ban, regardless of what role I'm playing, Talon is the ban. All right, Talon is always the ban. I don't know what it is, man. I just dislike that character with a burning passion. Top lane though, we're potentially seeing a kill coming out here. Maokai versus Poppy. Poppy is staying way too long, getting killed with the arcane smash from Maokai there, so that's first blood going on to blue side. Things looking fairly decent. We have Hecarim near enough on the river. He's been trying to take Scuttle Crab for the last like 30 odd seconds instead of maybe trying to. He went. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? He went from blue buff to Scuttle Crab instead of. Oh, he went blue buff, Gromp, Scuttle Crab instead of like going to get his red. So good clear path right there. I'm sure like. Sure, Fox drop and stuff, we would definitely agree that that's a good idea. Top lane though, we're gonna have yet another fight top lane as well. Poppy was on basically no, Maokai was on basically no HP. Poppy teleports into lane, but Maokai had the level advantage, so that she also decided to try and fight when they had the minion advantage on blue side as well. So she's gonna die. That is probably gonna be the most tilting fucking thing on earth, alright? I honestly cannot think of a more tilting thing than dying top lane early on, TPing back, and then either getting ganked again or dying in a 1v1 again, which is what has just happened to Poppy. So Maokai's gonna back. He has got how much gold already? He's got 1.6k. So what's that gonna mean for him coming out on his first back? He's having a think. I'm thinking maybe giant. Okay, he's gone for Catalyst Aeons, so he's probably gonna go for the Rod of Ages first item, get a bit of AP under his belt. I'm always a little bit skeptical about AP Maokai's. However, Catalyst is decent early on. At least, you know, you get the extra bits of health. You can get the clutch level ups in fights. Potentially, we don't really know. It could happen. However, this has got like such a snowbally blue side. The red side really need to be careful. There isn't a tremendous amount of characters on red side that snowball as hard as blue. So we got obviously Jax. Jax gets a couple kills. He's gonna snowball. Twitch. If Twitch gets any fucking kills, he's going to snowball. Likewise for Talon, and particularly for Talon, I'm kind of scared of. Especially in kind of lower elo. And my elo, Talon can run away with the game. He doesn't even fuck. He doesn't ask. He doesn't give any shits about his team. He's literally just playing Assassin's Creed single player game and killing fucking NPCs that are your team, and it's horrible. Brand's actually holding off against him pretty well though, although I guess I'm going to assume that Talon's just kind of trying to bide his time until that level 6 hits. He has got Ignite up, he has got Flash up. When he hits 6, there's a good chance that Brand's going to be in kill range, so he's probably just going to try and throw Rakes out, try and get him down ever so slightly. Maokai comes top, he's kind of wasted, he has popped Ghost as well, so he's not in the best position. Bot lane though, nothing really happening. This is going to be a lane that only really erupts when we hit 6 as well. Maokai is going to be able to do, not Maokai, Malphite's not going to be able to do a tremendous amount until he hits that level 6. Until he's actually able to drop the Unstoppable Force, at which point, there is a good chance that he's actually going to be able to like one-shot either Twitch or one-shot Veigar, because Veigar's pretty squishy. He is, he's only got 30 armor. Maokai has gone, sorry I keep calling him Maokai. Malphite has got AP runes on though, so you know, we'll see where he goes. Mid lane though, it's very potential. It's a very high potential that he maybe will hit. No, he's not going to hit 6. So he didn't need to hit 6. He just Qs onto him. The rate goes down, the Ignite goes down. That's a free kill. He's going to drop as well though from the Blaze off of the Brand passive. He was like halfway to 6. He honestly, he's literally like 3 or 4 minions away from hitting level 6. He probably should have just waited so that he could get his ulti down and like get a bit more damage down quickly, stop the Blaze going off, or at least escape, try and dodge the Power of Flame, or juke the Seer from Brand as well. I don't know, just my opinion though. But nevertheless, yeah, Brand still, the kill on Talon is probably more valuable than the kill on Brand, just because of the sheer like pants-shittingly terrifying stomp potential that Talon holds. He's gone for the Hex Drinker early on, so that Blaze might not hold as much potency as well. Obviously it's gonna trigger, it's gonna give him that spell shield, or that MR shield rather, and that is, it's nice when you're against Brand, when you're against annoying characters like Brand who can poke pretty hard, who can burst pretty hard. Always nice to have that little bit of that contingency plan, that little bit of like that safety net to like hold you back from getting one shot all the fucking time. Meanwhile, top lane, we got the W coming out from Poppy. Actually, it goes down just as Maokai goes in to try and get the Twisted Advance onto her. Maokai is still going balls deep on this Poppy. It looks like he is potentially going to pick up the kill. He's missed the Arcane Smash in the completely fucking opposite direction. However, Jax has managed to come in though. The Counter Strike doesn't land a stun onto anybody, but it doesn't matter because he's already picked up the kill onto Hecarim. Can we please rewind and have a look at that fucking Arcane Smash? Now let's go into the Fog of War status here. So we're looking at the Fog of War of blue side right now. Walks into the bush. There's a good second or so of Poppy being in vision, where Maokai's just like, I'm gonna fucking Arcane Smash in the wrong direction. Nevertheless, doesn't matter. Nobody saw that, Maokai. Don't worry, nobody's watching this. Even though tens of thousands of people watch this video, nobody saw that happen. You're good, dude. At least you got the kill. We got the double onto blue side. Things looking decent. 5-1 at 7 minutes. Pretty typical of a bronze game. It is very unsurprising to me. The last game that we watched on Bronze Spectates as well was a bit of a 20-minute stomp. That was in Koreatown, and it was pretty much a 20-minute surrender. I have not checked how quick this game is, but if it goes on like this, if the game proceeds like this, it might not be 20 minutes, might be like maybe 30 odds, but regardless, don't give these characters kills. Don't give Jax kills. Don't give Talon kills. Just don't die. That would be the perfect scenario. Bot lane, we are coming really close to the level 6 mark. I want to keep a close eye on bot lane purely because I know that the second that Maokai, I keep calling him fucking Maokai. I feel like the second that Malphite hits that 6, he's gonna go deep. He's gonna go hard in the paint. Twitch has just hit 6, probably from that early bit of solo XP that he picked up when Veigar was helping get that wish onto Jax. So Malphite's level 6. Kog'Maw is not, but we're gonna see whether or not Malphite decides to take matters into his own hands. He is going hard. He is getting really, really aggressive. The second he hits 6, he's starting to go a lot more aggressive. We need to be careful though, right? Veigar is not that close to 6. We can have a situation where if they play their cards right, they can have 2 level 6 versus level 6 and level 5. So right now, it's probably the best chance you have of winning that fight outright. They don't have the summoner, they don't have like aggressive summoner spells. They took exhaust bot lane. So Malphite's damage, it's not gonna be crazy. The damage on his ulti, yeah, sure, it's nice, but it's not like earth-shakingly nice. He's only got 20 AP on that, so it's not going to do too mental. But still, it doesn't help that they're pushing up also. Jax is coming in. There's no wards. There is a ward in the river, but are they going to see it in time is the real question. Unstoppable Force, it may end up getting popped. They have not spotted that at all. There is a ward. He's literally sitting on top of a ward, and they're noticing this really late. The counter-strike's going to come out. It doesn't land on a Kog'Maw, though. He's basically going to get out without any issue at all, though. However, Veigar's in a really bad spot. The E goes down from Hecarim. We could potentially see the Unstoppable Force landing onto two people, onto Jax, onto Veigar. Jax forced to flash there. They're still going hard on the Twitch. The exhaust comes out as well, though. They can still see him. They still have vision. Kog'Maw's gone a little bit aggressive. The peel has been popped as well. They managed to pick up the kill onto Jax. The tower hit comes down. He's got such low HP. He may die of the Twitch poison as well. He has got literally... He had less than 30 HP, and nobody on red side died. That was our 3 for 0. Perfect fucking fight. Perfect skirmish bot side. Looks like we're going to see first tower coming out really, really early, 10 minutes into the game, onto our blue side here. Poppy has not got the capacity to stay in lane. The tower is one hit. That's going to be some free and easy gold. 650 gold for Maokai. 3-0. What is his gold lead exactly here? He's got 4.6k. He has got double the money that Poppy has, as you can see at the bottom of the screen here. 4.6k total gold, 4.7 on Maokai, 2.4 on Poppy. Things are not looking tremendously hot right now. He's almost finished his Rod of Ages. The sooner the better, honestly. But honestly, he may want to start roaming here. He's invading the jungle. Hecarim's just standing still, not doing anything. Manages to narrowly avoid the Maokai encounter. But Maokai's still searching for some action here. Poppy's nearby. Doesn't look like Maokai actually really wants to try and do anything here. Talon's 2-1. He's got the Phage and the Hex Drinker here. Probably just to make him a little bit anti-bursts, so he doesn't get burst quite as hard. The health and the magic resistance is going to stop Bran from completely destroying him, especially since it looks like he's going for the Leandri's Torment first AM. We're seeing some pings here going on to Dragon. It looks like this is going to be a fairly easy Dragon, purely because Poppy is going to be stuck topside. They're going to have the numbers advantage on bot for blue. It is warded. We are starting to see some red side pings, though. There is a ward sitting on Dragon. We could easily see Hecarim, Onslaught of Shadows, and the Unstoppable Force always coming out from Malphite and Hecarim. The Onslaught of Shadows goes down. The stun from Veigar comes out, but it's not going to stun the Malphite whilst he's in his ulti. However, Talon comes down, drops the ulti, picks up that free kill. The Blaze is going to do a shitload of damage. Jax is going to fall. Talon needs to be careful. Assassin's Creed the fuck out. Twitch is looking to maybe pick up this Kog'Maw as well. He comes in behind. He's decided to go for the Brand instead, though. Veigar is looking like he's potentially... No, he's actually going to survive. Kog'Maw managed to pick up the kill onto Talon there as well, though. Malphite is extremely low. That was a 3 for 1. And who got the Dragon? Oh, wait, hold on. What? Veigar got killed? How did he get killed? Did he stand on a ward? Ah, I see. Okay. He stuck around. Got hit by the what's it called? The living artillery. Okay, so Kog'Maw picked up I think maybe 2 kills here. He's 4-0. That is not too shabby at all. Talon didn't pick up any kills in that fight, even though that was a really nice ulti. And a nice counter engage there from the... but I mean, honestly, you're on Dragon. You're sitting on Dragon. You get caught by the Onslaught of Shadows. You get caught by the Unstoppable Force. Red side managed to pick up the Ocean Drake in that as well. So that was undoubtedly probably a better fight for them. They came really close to equally trading there, but shit, man. Not a whole lot they could have been done there. 2 really big ultis hit pretty perfectly. So, nevertheless, Kog'Maw's really in a good spot right now. I mean, I would have definitely assumed that Twitch would be Twitch would have the better early game. Both these characters scale really well into late, but I see that Twitch has a better snowball potential than Kog'Maw. At least he's a god tier AD carry right now. But still, nevertheless, it's not too big a deal. We still have, at least we have characters that can assassinate that Kog'Maw really, really easily. You've got Jax to counter strike and to jump onto him, to leap onto him. You've got Maokai twist in advance to lock him down. Obviously, you've got Talon to knock Scene Diplomacy onto his ass and then just ulti and make him go. But nevertheless, still gotta be careful. Still gotta be careful. Kog'Maw's Kog'Maw. He can shoot from the fucking miles back of the back line. If he gets himself a rapid fire cannon, he can shoot from even further. It's pretty disgusting on the whole. But yeah, his double buff has ran out now, or at least one of his buffs that he just got has ran out. There's a lot of pings going down here. Jax is near bot lane, Hecarim's near bot lane. Brand is moving down with Poppy. I'm not quite sure what they're moving down for. They're clearly trying to rumble in the jungle here, but there's no objectives up, so they might want to be slightly careful. Maokai's been spotted in that red side ward onto the Dragon Wall as well. Talon's nearby, so they gotta be careful. Talon's still a threat. He's not exactly like doing too well, but he's a threat nonetheless. The Unstoppable Force, the Onslaught of Shadows, and the Pyroclasm from Brand is actually such a terrifying combo. They need to be extremely careful. However, this is what I mentioned earlier, man. The potential just for Twitch to sneak up on people. So we see Twitch coming in here. They have vision on this. Jax has decided to counter strike towards them. The Q goes down from Twitch, gets that attack speed steroid. Doesn't matter if the Unstoppable Force comes down. It's not gonna save his Kog'Maw. Still, they do manage to pick up the kill onto Twitch, but at the end of the day, you're looking at shutdown gold here. Shutdown gold onto Kog'Maw. Also the double kill as well, going out for that for blue side there, killing the Malphite as well, because he is really quite squishy. He's not going AP, he's getting that Cinder Hulk, the Kami Cinder. The shutdown goal was ultimately made that a little bit more worth for blue side there. The goal difference is really minimal though. There's literally 500 going in it, but in that instance, yeah, we definitely worth the Twitch dying just to get some extra gold on the board there. Twitch has got like a really slight CS lead, but it's nothing too major. Nevertheless, some big always went down as well. We don't have Unstoppable Force for maybe another like 2 minutes, so things could happen. We don't know. Talon's been kind of sweeping a lot this game, just in terms of like he's not really snowballing as hard as I would anticipate, but nevertheless, he's doing alright. Maokai, however, is putting in fucking work, man. He's got his Rod of Ages, he's got 3 stacks on that. I'm not quite certain what he's going for next on his next item. He's got the Cloth Armor and the Ruby Crystal. Could be easily going for like a Sunfire Cape, something like that. I'd anticipate that gets built into a Giant's Belt. The Ruby Crystal goes into a Giant's Belt, and the Cloth Armor goes into the Chain Vest, and then we go for Sunfire. I would assume, I'm not 100% sure though, it wouldn't be a terrible idea though, based on the amount of AD damage that they have coming out. They do have quite a little bit of magic damage, but it's mostly just from Kog'Maw's W, his ulti, and Brand, so it's not like insane. Talon does try and engage onto Brand. It doesn't really work out though. That's going to be the ulti down for Talon as well. He has popped Ignite as well. Didn't manage to pick up anybody. So Talon's kind of shit out of luck. If you're at the point where you cannot all in a squishy and win, then you're not doing too hot. But you know, things can change. Nevertheless, top lane Poppy and Hecarim gonna go try and 2v1 that Maokai. He chooses not to try and go over the wall, which is a little bit strange. However, mid lane, the counter strike does go down onto the Brand. They manage to pick up the kill onto Brand. However, that is also going to be the Jax getting picked up as well. Still mid lane, Maokai is still being chased by Poppy and Hecarim, but they are doing no damage to him, especially with his ulti up. They're not going to be able to do anything to that. Talon manages to barely escape. He tanked a lot of tower hits there, but he manages to get out. Malphite, I keep calling him fucking Maokai. Malphite is moving towards mid. He has got Unstoppable Force up, so he could ulti someone. We don't quite know who though. He might be moving down towards bot lane. He could maybe try and tower dive. He hasn't really got a lot of armor. He hasn't got a lot of health, but nevertheless, has that ever stopped a bronze player before? Has it ever stopped me before? It has not, so let's fucking go, Malphite. I believe. You got the Onslaught of Shadows. It's not actually up yet. You got that Hecarim nearby at least. Alright, Dragon is back up. Ocean Drake, another Ocean Drake. I do not want to see another repeat of the last fight, because honestly, I feel like it's going to happen again. Onslaught of Shadows is not up. That's the only good thing about this scenario currently, okay? But that's going to be probably, potentially, a free Dragon again for red side. Did he just fucking unstoppable? Did he just burst the Veigar? Hold on, what the? Wait up a second here. Okay, that was quite a bit of damage there from Kog'Maw. It looks like Malphite just took matters into his own hands. So he's moved towards the Dragon Wall. They've got vision on it. Unstoppable Force over the wall. The Q picks up the kill there. However, Talon has come in. He has done a lot of damage to the Hecarim. They do manage to get blue side the Dragon. Jax managed to pick up the kill onto that Jax here as well. Talon picking up the kill. Oh wait, no, it's Twitch picking up the kill onto Kog'Maw as well. And Brand is just doing such a shitload of fucking damage. He managed to get a decent Pyroclasm onto 2 people there. However, Talon managed to barely escape with his life. However, he is behind enemy lines. He is on the run from the law right now. He's a fugitive. This is Minority Report fucking 3. And Talon, this is the Born Supremacy right now. The Born Ultimatum. Talon's gonna get out though, because you cannot catch that unless you got like 50 fucking flashes. You're not gonna catch that. Meanwhile, Maokai, he didn't have TP up, unfortunately. Now that, even though Poppy did, I guess she decided to maintain the defense on top side. They probably could have used her a little bit at Dragon just to get the numbers advantage up. Just maybe like pop or ulti, get people off Dragon. Maybe they would have got that Ocean Drake there. Nevertheless, Ocean Drake in the end of the world. It will become less relevant towards the later part of the game. Alright, we need to be careful here because Brand is back in. But Jack says vision on, the counter strike goes out, the leap comes out as well. He's been smited, so he is a little bit slowed. Then knocks into pawns. He's going to come out from Talon as well. That's going to be a pickup on the Talon. That's probably the pickup that he is looking for, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. He definitely needs some kills so he can start beating Talon, which he hasn't really been doing this whole game. Top lane though, we're going to see some towers getting picked up here. Kog'Maw's going to bring down that top tower as well. Bottom side are also going to bring down a tower. Towers are falling fucking everywhere. 3 towers have fallen within the space of 3 seconds. Mid tower, top tower, and bot tower all falling at the same time. Everybody's backing off here. Poppy's actually TP'd mid here to try and pick up some of the CS here, although she only picked up 1, so probably maybe not quite worth the TP, but nevertheless. Alright, we're hitting the ARAM. We're hitting ARAM mode right about now. The Twisted Advance going on to the Malphite. Jax has just flashed. He's going to counter-strike, leap onto the Kog'Maw, landing his stun. The Unstoppable Force comes down with the exhaust onto the Jaxo, which is going to disengage, get that Kog'Maw out safely. Maokai trying to get through the Veigar. Sorry, they're trying to get through the Veigar stun as well there. But the Blaze man himself, the 420 Blaze It man is going to die. Twitch flashing to pick up that kill as well. Malphite squishy as fuck, going to die. Kog'Maw starting to pick things up here. He is in deep trouble though. If he can maybe potentially get a kill onto Jax, which is unlikely, just leaps onto Maokai. Unlucky there. Hecarim, he's in a 3v1 situation. He's got some health on him, but honestly, the Maokai is tanky enough. He is he's very unlikely to get a kill onto that Jax here, especially with Twitch fucking wailing on him with absolutely no recourse of action there. Talon's bot lane though. He's just taking CS. He wasn't even anywhere near that fight. Maokai basically shitting on people's dreams right there. In that last fight there. Malphite is really squishy. Kind of unfortunate. He's got himself a Sunfire cape, so he's going to do some AoE magic damage, although it's not going to be a tremendous amount. What else we got here? We got the Leandri's Torment, the Crystal Scepter on Brand. Thunderhawk, Trinity Force, possibly coming out from Hecarim as well. It's gonna be a Trinity Force, let's be honest here. He's actually got a bit more health than I would anticipate for this point in the game. Although it's 20 minutes into the game, he's level 11, hasn't got a second item yet. Meanwhile, Poppy hasn't bought any item whatsoever. She bought Bammy Cinder, then she went for the Chain Vest, then she went for the 2 core components of Trinity Force. But she hasn't finished anything. People really need to like get to grips with the importance of actually finishing an item, because they don't seem to do it. Whoa, Veigar actually did a shitload of damage here. The Pillar of Flame's gonna come down onto the Brand here. The Pyroclasm comes down as well. The ulti comes down from Talon. He flashes out and unfortunately isn't able to escape there. Brand's gonna follow the Talon. Oh my god, Talon tries to eat over the wall, but the Unstoppable Force knocks him up, so he's not gonna be able. The cooldown on that wall is gonna be up, so he's not going to be able to jump over that wall. He still manages to escape though, thanks to Maokai and Jax pulling for him, also baiting the Poppy into a fight there. Talon manages to survive, but by the fucking skin of his ballsack does he actually manage to survive there. He probably shouldn't have. Okay, we're looking at a potential fight here. We're looking at a potential rumble in the jungle here. There's a little bit of vision on the bot side, red jungle. Jax managed to get out fairly safely though. We may be straying back into ARAM territory here. Completely uncertain about this. There's Talon pings going out onto that Poppy here. He's going to try and rumble with the Poppy. Not really sure if he's actually going to... He seems to be doing okay, but honestly needs to be a little bit careful. The Poppy just always are away. Not going to do anything here. However, Maokai has come down. He hasn't got the range to get the Twisted Advance. He's going to go for the Hecarim though. Arcane Smash towards Poppy there. Do a little bit of damage. Talon is definitely in range to be able to ulti and put a bit of damage here. He decides not to just yet. He's going to wait a little bit longer before he pops out ulti. Maokai basically going to... Oh, the Unstoppable Force and the Pyroclasm doing a shitload of damage. The Blaze is going to pick up the kill onto the Talon, onto the Maokai as well there. Now, we have a situation where Red side isn't actually doing as hot as we think they were. The ultis were good, but clearly, like, I would have thought red side would actually win there, but I guess just the sheer fucking brute force of blue managed to pick things up there. Twitch and Veigar managed to, like, sit at the back, spray and pray a lot. They managed to get a lot of damage down, apparently. Like, it was quite surprising. Hecarim did manage to survive, but nonetheless, he's not really going to be able to do a tremendous amount here. Certainly, I'm fairly certain that he's going to be able to, he's not going to be able to, 2v1 these two. Look at the damage just off a couple auto attacks. A couple auto attacks from Twitch, he's already lost, like, I'd say a good 1/8 of his health with just, like, maybe 2 or 3 auto attacks, which is pretty decent considering Hecarim's quite a tanky character. Twitch went for the static shift second item. Would probably be going for an Infinity Edge myself if I was doing that, but nevertheless, it can still work. Got good wave clear. More attack speed as well. You can't really complain. Does split a Drakthar, Black Cleaver, and the Hex Drinker onto the Talon as well. It's okay, yeah, not too bad. We got the Abyssal Scepter for the Maokai. We've got the Sunfire and the Rod of Ages, which is now fully stacked. We've got a Maw of Malmortius and the Blood Razor. Almost finished Trinity Force here on Jax as well. Finally, just Veigar. Crystal Scepter looks like he may be building into, like, Odin's or Lichbane. Either of those could be potential pickups for him. Bot tower's going to fall though. Jax and Veigar are not going to be able to defend this. Jax decides to go in for the defense after the tower's already fallen, so it's not going to be able to do anything there. But now red side are moving up. They've all got their ultis up. The Twisted Advance goes down onto the Maokai. Doesn't manage to get the heroic charge from Poppy onto the wall, so he's not going to be able to stun Maokai. So he just decides to get him the fuck out. Unstoppable Force comes down. Kog'Maw is just standing. He's able to put out as much damage as he fucking wants. Maokai tries to go onto the Kog'Maw, but I think it might be a little bit too late for him. However, the Arcane Smash does drop, or the, was it the Sapling? The Sapling Toss might have picked up the kill onto the Kog'Maw. Thankfully, the Rake from Talon did a shitload of damage. The Rake from Talon came back in, dropped the Rake, did a bunch of damage, got some sloth there as well. Meanwhile, that was a 4 for 2, right? That looked like it was a bad thing. But Twitch managed to get a kill. He's a little bit too scared to actually go for the second tower. Hecarim's, like, kind of nearby. But they still got a tower out of that. There wasn't any dragons to lose, anything like that. But they could potentially push down the blue mid tower, the blue tier 1, which would make it worth. Like, that entire fight, they lost a tower for it, but if they can push this down, it's certainly worth. Kog'Maw put out a fucking bajillion damage there before he dropped. It looks like he's going for a third item, Blade of the Ruined King. What else we got here? We got the, yeah, pretty much the, nothing too crazy coming out from anybody here. The Spray and Pray though, oh my god, it just does way too much fucking damage. Yeah. Nothing, no real progress in terms of items. Maokai still, Hecarim still hasn't finished his Trinity Force. Sunfire Cape's finally been finished by Poppy, but nonetheless, she still hasn't finished her Trinity Force as well. At that point, you pretty much would just want to finish your Trinity Force instead of the Sunfire, considering the recipe is quite a little bit of gold. But nevertheless, things are actually going alright for red side. This game is a little bit back and forth. Ever so slightly back and forth. It's kind of difficult to tell who's going to win. I have absolutely no fucking comprehension as to who can actually win this game. But we'll see what happens. I wager. Blue side are going for that dragon, the Baron, sorry. There's absolutely zero vision on it. This looks like it could be potentially a free Baron. Maokai's not tanking though. They're not going to throw this by any stretch of the imagination, but nevertheless, because literally nobody's nearby. But you know, Maokai, you got to tank that a little bit, man. That Maw of Malmortius, like, proc there, that's not so good. Things aren't looking too hot for red side now. The gold lead has just shot up to about 7k difference. It was maybe like 3k difference like minutes ago, until the last few fights, I guess. But they can still pull it back. Honestly, Kog'Maw has been having some good positioning. The only reason he got jumped on in that fight was because Maokai decided to flash Twisted Advance onto him anyway. I know it's just unlucky positioning that Talon could get a rake off over the wall without being... Okay, interesting flash, interesting heroic charge. When you bronze, you bronze. That's all I gotta say. Twitch is now on top of the Hecarim. They're trying to 1v1. It looks like Hecarim is probably gonna win this fight though. That is gonna be decent pickups to red side. That is 2 people now without Baron. There is a fight at Dragon though. They're gonna get a free Mountain Drake here, which is fantastic. Gonna really help synergize with those Baron minions. So they lost 2 people for that. They got a decent Baron. They got a decent buff though from the Dragon though. Elder Dragon is gonna be up in 6 or so minutes. Good Dragon, especially to synergize. Ocean Drake's gonna be Not too great with the Elder Dragon, especially at this point in the game, but nevertheless, the Mountain Dragon, always a good one to have with Elder Drake buff. The Pyroclasm does a fuckload of damage, but unfortunately it's really not enough to actually get anybody down here. Poppy TPing onto the tower getting destroyed, the TP getting cancelled. That's going to be, they're going to be able to continue pushing. Are we potentially going to see a fucking base race here? I have absolutely no idea. Hecarim's coming in. He doesn't have Onslaught of Shadows though. Everybody's just going straight onto the Hecarim. He's not able to pick up anyone at all. They're going to get inhib tower. Both sides are going to get inhib tower, and both are potentially going to get these inhibs. They have open heads on both sides here. It looks like blue side are going to be able to push off of the inhib here. However, they do get the pick onto Twitch. They can continue pushing if they choose to, but I think they may end up actually trying to back. Jax is on the Nexus tower right now. They're still trying to back. Maokai has just defended the inhib tower. The second Nexus tower has fallen, but I don't know if they're going to be able to end it now. Poppy's come down. The TP has come out. The Maokai is TPing onto the Nexus. They're going to be able to drop the Jax. Brand managed to get enough damage out there. Now Maokai is in not the greatest position. He's going to have to flash away from the tower to try and make sure that Malphite doesn't steal his speed. He doesn't really realize if he has unstoppable force either. We have an open Nexus on red side now. The base race was absolutely not worth it for blue side. They should have backed as soon as they could. I guess they just figured with the Maokai that would be enough to defend. And they would be able to defend against Kog'Maw. It wasn't though, unfortunately. They have kind of learned that lesson the hard way. Nevertheless, there is no Baron minions anymore on. Oh no, sorry, the Baron is about to end, but it's coming to a close. So they may get a slight push off of this onto top lane with the Baron minions, but there isn't a huge amount of time left. But there's only 2 people with them. I think 2 or 3 people with. I believe. I think yeah. But it's not looking too hot for. It's definitely not looking too hot for red side. The goal lead is kind of like gotten smaller, but it's not too hot right now. Talon is in a really bad position. He tries to go onto the Kog'Maw, but he gets absolutely one-shot by the Kog'Maw as well. Red side are actually really pulling this back. They're having a decent fight. They need to be extremely careful though. However, 2 members of blue side, they're in mid, and blue side are trying to fight when they have a horrible numbers disadvantage here. The Veigar stun though is so disgusting. Is managing to get that kill onto Brand. Maokai is able to just slap him for days. Kog'Maw, however, getting both kills there, getting a double kill onto that Maokai, onto that Veigar as well. That's going to be a pretty huge death timer. Twitch is going to just sit bot. However, Unstoppable Force is up from Malphite, so he's going to have to be very careful. He's going to not want to show himself maybe overstay his welcome at all, because I guarantee that the Thornmail, Sunfire Cape, Malphite is not scared of popping that ulti at a moment's notice. He's definitely not scared of that. Okay, Baron is up in less than 2 minutes. Elder Dragon is up in less than 2 minutes. Everybody is up. We're probably not too far off having this inhibitor respawn. Maybe like a minute or 2 extra. The Nexus is still open, but honestly, red side are doing pretty decent in these fights. I'm fairly confident that they can defend. I hope that we don't see some throws. Talon blast coning towards the enemy team. He's going to get really easily picked up here. The Blaze picking up that kill. That is definitely not something you want to happen within a minute of Dragon and Baron coming up. It's not good. We could potentially see a force from red side to try and get that pressure down, to try and make a Baron happen, make something happen. The OE, the hammer, completely missing everybody. The Onslaught of Shadows going down there as well, though. The Pyroclasm doing a shitload of damage to the Jax. Doing a decent amount to the Maokai as well, though, actually. He's going to get his Speed Stone from Malphite. Topside, Hecarim and Veigar are actually duking it out. Obviously, though, Hecarim's going to win that fight against the support Veigar. So, we're definitely in a position. There's 20 seconds till Elder Dragon, 30 seconds till Baron. We've got some people who have still got pretty big timers. By the time that Dragon and Baron come up, Talon is just coming up, and as well as that, we're still going to have a good 15-20 seconds until any other member of blue side come up. So the only people that are going to be up are Jax and Twitch to really properly defend this. Talon can probably try and Assassin's Creed towards them to stop it happening, but nevertheless, if they choose to go for a buff, which I hope they do, they'll definitely have a fair amount of numbers advantage. It will be a 5v3 if they choose to go for it. That being said, the 3 people that are defending are very scary hyper carry kind of characters. Jax actually deciding to go over the wall despite the number disadvantage. Talon's going to get caught once again. He is taking a lot of damage, however, he's going to manage to get over the wall. Jax, however, is not quite so lucky. He's going to get picked up there. Twitch comes in behind the enemy team, picking up the kill onto Kog'Maw. That is a really nice pickup from Twitch. However, it does still mean that the Elder Dragon is probably going to be pretty free. They're having absolutely no trouble tanking this at all. Malphite and Hecarim are going to have absolutely no bother. This is potentially going to be a really easy, really free Elder Dragon going out. They're not going to be able to make a huge amount of use out of it. They're only going to have one Ocean Drake to their name to actually buff that up. But still, nonetheless, it's off the field. It's off the Rift. They're going to have, like, they don't have to worry about defending it anymore because, obviously, they've taken it themselves. That's always the reassurance that I feel if we ever take a Baron, we force a Baron, we get it, but we die. I'm always just like, you know what? At least Baron's off the field. We might not be able to do anything with it, but I'd rather nobody have it than the enemy team have it. Still, despite that Elder Dragon, we have a bunch of pings coming out here from blue side. They've cleared some wards. They're looking to potentially death bush and bait this dragon. There is no vision on the Baron yet. There is just a pillar of flame going down onto it to confirm that they're not doing it. I don't think they will actually go and face check a bush. The only person that might face check a bush is Hecarim or Malphite. But I'm not certain that they're going to do anything like that. Maybe Malphite might rock down. They're sitting in that bush. They're ready to wait for it. Malphite's moving towards mid lane. They're potentially trying to pick up a kill here. He's thinking, he's twisted advancing onto the Brand. The damage goes down. The Noxian Diplomacy goes onto the Brand. We have popped the GA. Despite this, he has taken so much damage. So much damage has gone down on the blue side from just Brand dying. Kog'Maw needs to back up. He can easily pick up some kills here. They can still fight this. They can still easily win this if they kind of pull their act together. They just defend the Kog'Maw. There are pings going now onto that Baron buff. They feel like with Brand down, with GA down, they can confidently do this. However, red side can react to this. They can respond to this if they are confident enough. Twitch is dead. Twitch just got picked up there by the Poppy. This could be the biggest fucking throw in fucking oceanic history. Malphite has unstoppable force. If he just goes balls to the fucking walls, the Annie, oh my god, the fucking, oh my god. The Poppy ulti knocked Jax away. They've managed to secure the Baron. The unstoppable force managed to do enough damage to pick up the Baron. That's going to be the Jax kill. That's going to be the Maokai pickup. We're easily going to pick up the exhaust coming out from Veigar there. We're probably potentially going to see... We're not going to see a Veigar pickup, unfortunately. However, that is Brand back up. This game has completely been thrown. This game has completely been turned. We went from having an open Nexus to potentially red side being able to push and end this. Kog'Maw has rocked into late game territory. He's got 17 kills. He's not even full build yet. This guy has got 17 kills, 240 CS, and he's somehow not full build. How much money is he sitting on right now? He's sitting on 4.5k, and he's not backing to get his last item. That's how confident this motherfucker is. They're going to easily get this inhib. They still got a good 20 seconds before anybody like Jax is up. They're going to have Malphite very soon, but nevertheless, that's going to be Veigar getting picked up by the Brand with the Power of Flame. Bot lane, they're pushing in. They're pushing in every single lane. They're pushing in really, really hard. That's going to be the bottom tier 3 coming down as well. The inhib tower and potentially the inhib as well. Twitch is going to try and go and sneak onto that Kog'Maw. He's trying to sneak onto the Kog'Maw. However, he may have a little bit of a difficulty doing so. Kog'Maw has been caught out. He is going to get dropped as well. The Poppy flashes to try and get the heroic charge into the wall, but it's not going to be soon enough. So that is a big damage buff from red side getting dropped there as well. However, nonetheless, things are still looking fairly decent. Okay, I know Brand's died. I know that Twitch got the kill on the Kog'Maw, but still, things are looking still pretty decent. We got 2 open inhibs, 1 inhib down, an open inhib, and we got the inhibitor taking damage. They didn't manage to pick it up. I thought maybe Hecarim would be able to push there. I don't really know quite what he did in that last fight, but nevertheless, we have Jax entering the throw zone in top side. TP coming out on blue side here. Maokai is now top side. Jax is desperately trying to pick up that inhibitor, but he is probably not going to get it, and he's probably still going to die anyway. They're defending against this Maokai. Maokai, they've just thrown away 2 kills with a 60-second death timer for 1 fucking inhibitor. I don't understand the point of this in any way. They've got 60-second death timers. They've got an open inhib and a fucking inhibitor tower that's easy to bring down. Oh dear goodness gracious me, what is going on in this fucking game? They had a 7k goal lead. Blue side had a 7k goal lead, and now they have a 100 goal deficit. That's not good. That's not good at all. This game could have ended a long time ago. This game could have ended at like the 20-minute mark. Unstoppable force going down onto the Veigar from Malphite there. The heroic charge and the Q. I don't think she dropped the Q actually. She just auto attacked. Whatever. Nevertheless, heroic charge. Still doing a little bit of damage there. Still managing to help pick up that kill. Poppy going for the inhibitor. Really, potentially not necessary. Just hit the towers, I guess. I mean, you've gotten it that low, you might as well finish it at that point. Kog'Maw is slowly waddling his fat ass down mid lane. He is ready to rock. So is Malphite, for that matter. He hasn't got his ult yet, but it's gonna be up fairly soon. Probably like, was it 40 seconds on that ulti. We got Onslaught Shadows up. We got the what's the ulti called? The Keeper's Verdict as well from Poppy, the ulti. If they want to force something, they probably can. Provided that Poppy actually hits her ulti, knocks him back to base. That is going to be a really late Keeper's Verdict. Jack's managing to pick up that Hecarim. These guys need to be careful, man. They need to wait for Kog'Maw. They need to literally all you need to do is defend Kog'Maw, and it's all Gucci. Life is Gucci. But there's not a tremendous amount of that coming out currently. Honestly, either of these teams could fucking throw this. We got an 85 kill game. You're looking at like, what is that? Like 2 kills a minute ish, pretty much. 2 kills a minute in this game so far. I wouldn't even be surprised if by the end of this game we're looking at close to the 100 kill mark. It looks like the next team fight that wins, the next team fight will probably dictate who wins this game, depending on how it goes. If at least 3 members of any team survive, they could probably push the end. Red side are turtling up now. They're ready to, like, this is like Lord of the Rings, man. They're turtling up here, ready to fight the orcs, the Uruk-hai. Yeah, pretty much 2 or 3 members of any team survive, depending on who it is, or if the AD carry of either team survives. They're pretty much going to be able to push to victory in this one, because there's nothing stopping them from forcing a victory on either side. Apart from maybe these 2 towers are going to be a little bit of a hassle, but let's say Malphite and Kog'Maw survive. That's plenty. That's plenty to like take down these towers or force a victory. Similarly for blue side, they got an open Nexus. You know, they got that inhib open. You know, they don't need a whole lot of help in terms of finishing that game off. If Twitch and like Maokai survived, then that would just be like the easiest win ever. You just rock up into base and just take what's yours. That's literally it. They're trying to get an extra inhib here. The super minions are actually fucking up the base. However, Twitch is trying to sneak into the base, trying to take the Nexus. These guys are going for the force onto this Nexus. There's basically no HP on the Nexus. It has got 800 HP. Twitch almost managed to X-Pecky behind the enemy fucking lines here. And it is... it is not going to work. Talon is ulting, and he's going to try and go for this as well. They're doing everything they can to stop him. The Keeper's Verdict goes down. The Maokai's going to drop. The Nexus has got 200 HP, and they managed to survive. They managed to protect the fucking base on 200 HP. They are going to be able to probably end this game. They're probably going to be able to end this game. I don't know if Veigar is going to try and sneak into the base. They're just going to walk down mid lane. I'm unsure what Veigar is going to try and do here. If he's going to back, if he's going to try and defend, or if he's going to try and get into base to deal the 200 odd. Oh no, it's now healed back up to 700. He's going to back, but that's going to be GG. There's no way that the Veigar can actually defend against this one. He's not going to be able to defend against fucking a full team of 5. That was a mega throw. That was an incredible mega throw from Twitch. He went a little bit too premature. If that could have worked. Maybe if they tried to hit the tower a little bit more. There was so much CC stopping them though. I honestly can't see how they could have possibly done anything more to try and do that. The enemy team just had so much CC, so much damage to try and push them off that Nexus. So close. There was 200 HP in it. Maybe like 2 more auto attacks, 1 more auto attack from Twitch would have given you the ability to like win that game. But that is absolutely gonna be the end of the game, unless no, that's it. That's gonna be it. Let's actually let's rewind a little bit, because I really want to see I want to see that attempt onto the Nexus before we finish things up. So red side have won, but we've got to see how close it was to beat a victory. So obviously Twitch here. Twitch comes around on the back line. Nobody's really paying a whole lot of attention Everybody, they clearly are intentionally trying to distract them by going onto the bottom side inhibitor. He hits onto it. He's doing a lot of damage to it. The enemy team do react really quickly though. Kog'Maw flashes. Kog'Maw goes onto it. Brand flashes to try and get the power of flame. Then we have Jax leaping. Wait, let's see here. Right, so is there anything that Twitch could have really done different there? I don't think he could have. Twitch didn't have anything up. He flashed and healed already before this, so I don't think he would have been able to do anything here. Maybe if Veigar moved onto it at the same time. He falls. We've got Jax flashing. He doesn't have... Does he have Counter-Strike up? I'm not sure if he does. He does have Counter-Strike. He doesn't pop it, though. Even though it reduces AoE damage, he could have maybe used that to, like, do something. He literally doesn't pop... Like, he doesn't pop his W to get an auto-attack reset. He doesn't pop his Counter-Strike at all. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. We've got Maokai. We've got Talon. Their final attempts to get this as well. The ult coming out from Talon here. The Shadow Assault goes down. They obviously know what he's about to do. They get onto the tower. Brand gets the stun. The Keeper's Verdict drops onto Talon. Once again, a shitload of damage goes onto the Maokai, and that's just gonna be the game. Oh shit, that was a fucking a ridiculous ending. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you got this far in the video, I know this is probably a long one, but nevertheless, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm rolling out the bronze Spectates a lot more now. If you, as I say at the beginning of the video, if you have any replays that you want to get dropped on the channel, RossBoomsocks replay at gmail.com. It'll be on screen for you probably. If I should remember. If you have particularly any replays from Oceanic, Latin America, North, South, Russia, Japan, any of these kind of like these regions that you don't see a lot of, I'd really appreciate it if we could get some bronze Spectates for that as well. But nevertheless, this was Oceanic, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Take it easy.